at a large university like Indiana University, which has so much to offer to students as far as the width and breadth of programs and majors and activities available, it's also important to make sure that you establish a smaller, inner, more intimate circle of friends, activities, clubs, ways to get involved, ways to make the university more personal. And for me, the Hutton Honors College really has been that way of making Indiana University feel so much smaller than it actually is.
And you're held to higher standards too, which I think is important as a student. You want to be pushed, and especially if you're given the opportunity to be in the Honors College, you are obviously up to snuff.
I also have this arm of my social experience that is heavily academic, and the Hutton Honors College is responsible for a big part of that.
Just all the visitors and guests that I've seen are just overwhelmed by how happy they are with the students here and in how interested and engaged we are. You can always make a large school smaller, but you can't always do the other way. And in fact, I was looking at a lot of small schools when I was thinking about college, and I think the best decision was coming to IU, a school that had so much, but at the same time could be on the most intimate level as a small liberal arts college with 2,000 undergrads.
People cope with the end of the,
Honors classes have been the most memorable classes that I've taken so far. Each of them really concentrates on themes and ideas and major points behind what we're learning, and I think it makes it relate a lot more to our lives. You get a very wide range of students. It's not just students from just political science. I get to be in classes with students from the business school, from the sciences, and from other humanities. It makes there be a lot more variety, and you both meet new people, and there's a lot more room for ideas to expand in discussions because people have a lot of different ideas and different ways of looking at things. They have different backgrounds and different knowledge on it. I think that just adds a lot to what the classes are like.
Just to highlight a couple programs, some of my favorites have taken place in this room right here. One of them being a discussion with General Pace, who was the former chairman of the Chiefs of Staff. And in coming to that, it was a group of just about 20 students in here. It's phenomenal to have that experience of sitting down in a circle with such an esteemed person and really having the opportunity to ask this man any sort of questions we would be interested in.
It was a great opportunity to have this special seating for when Madeleine Albright came to speak at IU, or when they had the director of the Nobel Foundation come to speak, and that was an exclusively Honors College audience. But what's nice about a lot of the honors events is that I can attend, I can bring a friend along who's not necessarily in the Honors College.
One of the most critical things as a student of the sciences is being able to spend enough time in the laboratory. During the summers, it's particularly difficult if you have another job. So through the Hutton Honors College grants, I've been able to work full-time in my lab during each summer, and that has tremendously helped me develop as a student. The first grant I got was after my first semester of research. It was called the Research Partnership Award, which is mainly for students who don't yet know that they want to do research, but they've been working in a lab or are interested in working with a faculty member. And then the next two grants I got were the research grant and the pre-professional experiences grant, which allowed me to work over the summers.
The Hutton International Experiences grant really helped towards my semester in Jordan, because not only did it cover my airfare, but it also allowed me to travel around the region outside of Jordan. I got to see Turkey, I got to see Beirut, so it took my international experience to another level, I think. It's hard to learn a language sitting in a classroom in Indiana, so by getting to go overseas and see the language in use and put a culture with it and put faces to that language that you're interacting with, I think that's incomparable.
An HRC is an honors residential community. There's one in every neighborhood at IU, and I've lived on one for all the years that I've been here at IU. And basically, if you want to have a really great, close-knit community, a place where you can still have your academic priorities, you know, right at the front, as well as having that time, you know, to spend making memories, IU memories with people on your floor. And you just want to have a place where you can feel safe and welcome. An HRC is a great option to live in at IU. You have a lot of science majors, music majors, business majors, such as myself, all living on the same floor. And in the lounge, you'll see people getting to really like heated discussions or just like sharing a lot of different kinds of opinions at 3 in the morning or, you know, 4 in the morning. It's a very strange concept, but it's very enjoyable as well.
I lived on the Teeter Honors Residential Community in Boysen, floor 3. It was a very competitive environment, a very motivating environment that helped me establish how important academics were to my success on this campus outside of all of the social interactions. And so I'm really thankful for that experience. They understand that, you know, the experience is bigger than just the Hutton Honors experience. They are completely okay with me roaming the campus and involving myself otherwise. So it's not necessarily a priority, but it's an integral part, which I think they understand their role in that. That they're an important piece, but not necessarily the centerpiece.
And you can, of course, apply for any of their grants, even if you're not a part of the Honors College. So you get to participate to the extent that you want. You have those open doors. You can take as much advantage of it as you want, but in the end, the experience is whatever you make of it.